People eat fish. Fish don't eat people. At least that's what Piranha says. um, Lighting issues. Apologize. I just can't seem to get them to work, but that's okay. I'm just here to talk about Piranha, and as long as you can see my face and listen to my voice, that's enough. You can see the background, Piranha, 1978, directed by Dante. This is pretty much a classic. 3 years after Jaws, which was released in 1975. This one 1978, and it kind of took the lure of what Jaws had, and instead of a giant shark, made a bunch of, multiple piranhas kind of thing. And it's an enjoyable film for what it is. This one came out from Scream Factory. They released the Steelbook, which is what I got, and I'm pretty sure they released another one with like the slipcover, but a while ago. I really like these Steelbooks, and I had never seen Piranha before I bought this, so this previous viewing was my second viewing, and it might have actually been my third viewing. But yeah, I watched it again, and it was good. Was it great? I don't know. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and it just seems very dated, to be honest. I'm not gonna say that like I didn't enjoy it at all, but it definitely seemed dated, and it definitely doesn't live up to something that would come out today, for example. Now, everything in the film is practical, and I really enjoyed that. There's just not enough of it. To me, this film feels like a PG-13 film. It doesn't feel like an R-rated film. Like it doesn't deliver in the gore and in the tits and ass and the carnage that it could, and it just feels like a tame PG-13 film. And when it comes to films from the 70s, a lot of them were much more risque, they challenged more, kind of thing. So that's my biggest complaint on Piranha. Now, was it enjoyable? Yeah, sure. Was Jaws better? Pfft, fuck yeah. Yeah, Jaws was better. But anyway, getting into it, it starts right off with two teens. They're swimming in a what do you call it, a pond, and they get attacked by killer piranhas, of course. And the gore is just not much. And then and then you go towards the plot of the film, where there's this guy who's living in a cabin. He has a daughter. His daughter's off to camp, and this guy is basically an alcoholic, you would say. He has this guy named Jack who delivers him alcohol all the time: vodka, tequila, whiskey, whatnot. And he basically just enjoys drinking himself to sleep, pretty much. And this woman named Maggie, she's investigating these deaths that happened to these two kids. So she goes to visit this gentleman named Paul, and she visits Paul, and she asks him questions like what happened, yada yada, and they kind of form a bond where they're trying to investigate what happened with this pond. And meanwhile, while investigating, they discover that there's this laboratory that this guy is experimenting on fish, and kind of trying to mutate them in a sense. Once you get to the laboratory, there's this like weird lizard thing that starts walking around. It's kind of weird. But he invented this whatchamacallit, species of piranha that can live in salt water and also fresh water. So this new species of piranha can basically swim anywhere across the world, and he created this species. And there's a dam that they're trying to lock because if the dam is open, then this species of piranha is going to go all over the world, basically, because they literally can swim in any water whatsoever. So there's that problem. And that's basically where the film takes you. I don't mind the acting, although it's cheesy as shit. All the actors are cheesy as hell. Like, there's no good acting in the film, but it's acceptable acting because for what it is, it kind of fits, kind of thing. Like it fits with the plot of, or with the kind of movie that it is, kind of thing. The practical effects are good. There's just not enough of them, and that's the main point, kind of thing. The gore is okay. There's just not enough of it. The thrills are okay. There's just not enough of them, and I don't know why, because that's what I'm always asking myself, is like, why didn't they just go balls out? Like, it's a piranha movie, you're following up Jaws, and you have a movie about killer piranhas. You're not gonna go there, and I guess they don't. It is what it is. There's a scene that they show some clips from The Monster That Challenged the World, which is one of my favorite 50s films. So good. Um, and it fits right into the film, too. But yeah, as for plot, that's basically it. They're trying to stop this dam from opening to let the piranhas out, and they basically want to keep them isolated. And there's some cool scenes. I just the big thing for me is they just didn't go all out with them, pretty much. There is a scene involving a child, and they're trying to save him from like a canoe or something like that. I wrote it down. I'm trying to find it in my notes, but yeah. The piranhas apparently like can destroy the entire like kayak or canoe. Like, the thing is upside down, and the kid is like on top of the canoe, and the piranhas are like eating the canoe, but they don't even touch the kid. And you got your two heroes, Paul and Maggie, trying to save the kid, and they do. And and of course they succeed, which is great, but doesn't make much sense, kind of thing. So and then you got the ending too. Underwater scene. Yeah, oh my god, the ending. The Paul, he figures out a way that he can destroy the piranhas, which his idea or method is polluting the entire water, which kind of is a bad idea, because yes, you're going to kill the piranhas, but you're going to pollute the entire freaking water. So, if anybody drinks from it, they're fucked. That water could potentially be, going into faucets and bathtubs and whatnot. Those people are fucked. So, I don't know. I wonder about that theory, but he does, and he dives into the water, and he holds his breath for like 7 minutes, because people in movies can hold their breath for 7 minutes apparently, and he lets out the pollution, and all the piranhas are killed, and he saves the day. It's still a fun movie. It's I'm not dissing the film. Like, I enjoyed it for what it is, but that's basically what I'm saying. I enjoyed it for what it is. I love the remake. The remake is fantastic. This one is fantastic too. Don't get me wrong. I don't not like this film. It's just so. I think the only problem with this film is it's a product of its time, and it doesn't age very well. I think that's the only thing that I have to give it. Other than that, as a product of its time, it's good. It's good. You know, it's a it's a classic. See, I say it's a classic, but then I think of Jaws, and I think, no, no, Jaws is a classic. Is this a classic? Eh. Is Jaws a classic? Yeah. Is this a classic? You can consider it a classic. It's fun. It's fun. I just wish that the director put more into it, like more bites, more chomping, more more skeletons, more flesh eating, more pump it up a bit. And that's basically what I got on it. So that's my review for it. It's a short one, which is good, or bad. I don't know. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice, or if you like to listen to my reviews, and I will be back for more. So hopefully you enjoyed this one, and there will be more to come. So subscribe. I will catch you guys later. Cheers.